6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news overnight of a historic liftoff. The first Artemis flight taking off just before 1 a.m. our time. After reported fuel leaks, 2 hurricanes, a pair of launch delays, engineers finally getting the $4 billion rocket off the ground and into space. The flight will orbit the moon and return to Earth. No humans on board, as the mission is to ensure a safe trip is possible. However, this guy's on board. Astronaut Snoopy is acting as a zero-gravity indicator. Kind of cute. More on the historic flight is up on channel3000.com.
They were doing remarkably well. I think maybe they sensed that we were here to help.
Scare in Waukesha yesterday. A twin-engine plane carrying more than 50 dogs had to make an emergency landing on a golf course. It happened near the county airport. All the dogs were being brought to Wisconsin from New Orleans to the Animal Humane Welfare Society of Waukesha to be put up for adoption. No serious injuries to any dogs or the 3 humans on board.
A Madison man will be back in court today, accused of trafficking and sexually assaulting multiple kids. 36-year-old Zachariah Singletary is charged with 4 counts of trafficking a child, 2 counts of sexual intercourse with a child, along with other charges. Details of the case were never released. He's in court for a status conference this afternoon.
Today, the University of Virginia student accused of killing 3 of the school's football players is set to be arraigned. 22-year-old Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. faces 3 counts each of second-degree murder and using a handgun in the commission of a felony. 2 other students were also shot and currently hospitalized. The football team is still deciding if they'll play their final 2 games of the season.
The man convicted in a deadly shooting at Summers House Tavern in Kenosha last spring will spend the rest of his life in prison. Rakeo Vinson was found guilty by a jury on 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 3 counts of attempted homicide. He was involved in a fight at the bar and then returned later that night to kill the men.
The man accused of attacking Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, pleaded not guilty in court. David DePape is charged with attempted kidnapping of a federal official and assault of an immediate family member of a federal official. If found guilty, he could spend decades in prison. He'll remain in custody until his next court appearance.
Mercy Health and Blackhawk Technical College are making sure more students can get their degrees. They're announcing the Mercy Health Make Lives Better Scholarship. It's a full ride, including tuition, fees, and books. The program will help students studying in one of 5 programs that lead to a career in healthcare. To be considered for the scholarship, students have to be enrolled at a minimum as part-time. Scholarships will be awarded over the next 2 years. They start next spring. Layoffs are underway at Amazon this morning. The Washington Post reporting Amazon employees were called into meetings with their managers across the country and were told they had 2 months to find another job internally or accept severance payment. The tech giant is expected to slash around 10,000 corporate and tech jobs. You no longer need reservations to get into Yosemite National Park. The Park Service announcing it will end its controversial reservation system. It's one of the busiest parks in the country. It started requiring reservations during the first 2 years of the pandemic as a crowd control measure.
Temperatures top out into the 30s for your highs later on this afternoon. We're going to keep the cloud cover around, and I cannot rule out snowflakes flying. We're already seeing them this morning, and there might be a flurry or 2 into the afternoon as well, but your best chance will be early on. Overnight, more chances for flurries with overnight lows down into the 20s, and then tomorrow, especially into the afternoon, a strong cold front moves through, and it is going to bring another chance for widespread snow showers out there. Not really much in the way of accumulation, but the chance will be there. We get a lot colder. 21 your high on Friday, 23 on Saturday, 9 Saturday night. But we warm up by Thanksgiving.
Like the sounds of that? Chris Reese, thank you very much. Stay with us, folks. We got another news and weather update coming up in about half an hour.